6 for the EV, ride around my city. You should come right with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline.
What's good, family? It's your boy, Damon, up in the building. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks Daily. Post-game live. Our Atlanta Hawks fall to the hottest team in the NBA, 107-108. And I know y'all probably like, why is this dude so excited? Let me tell you something, man. I can't do nothing but tip my cap to the ball club today. I got to tip my cap. Down 3 starters. And we almost pulled off the upset against the hottest team in the NBA with 2 current top 10 NBA players. We played, and I know we lost, but in my opinion, we played amazing tonight. JC was in his bag. Everybody was getting it in tonight. Why? You're asking why. What's the difference between tonight and last night? I'm going to tell you what the difference is. It was effort. You saw effort being put forth by the players in this game today on the defensive side of the ball. And I'm going to tell you something else. And I know some of y'all may disagree. You might get mad. We didn't have to cover up for Trae Young's defense tonight. So you had Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday was out there one-on-one with Kyrie Irving, bro, holding his own. Now, you got to give Kyrie credit. Kyrie is a generational talent. He's a top 10 player in the NBA. Let's keep it a buck. He got the best handles in the NBA. Let's keep it a buck. It's not even close. But he was out there doing his thing, guarding him the best that he could. And he was making Kyrie earn everything. And I got to tip my cap to him tonight. Aaron Holiday held it down tonight. You know what I'm saying? John Collins, man. John Collins did his thing tonight. But it shows you how we can look when we playing, when we just freely playing, when everything is when offensively is flowing. Nothing's being forced. Nobody's waiting on somebody to give them the ball. You know what I'm saying? But let me bring on my boy Mike and let me bring on analysts tonight. What's good, my guy?
Yo, what it do?
What's up, man? What's your thoughts on the game tonight, G?
I mean, like you said, I'm not too upset or anything like that. I do feel like we blew it down the stretch with some coaching decisions and playmaking. But hey, it is what it is, man. But I do like the effort and everything like that, you know. Like I said, I'm not too upset. I stopped tripping probably about 5 games or so ago, but Nate could have helped us out there in the end, calling the timeout, and Murray could have made a free throw, man. So wish we would have won the game. But other than that, you know, like you said, it was good effort. Pretty much good ball movement for the most part until kind of late there, which is our normal problem. And then we'll get into a lot of other things though. But overall, I'm okay.
That's what's up. Let me address Joe Carter. He said you got dog Trae even when he doesn't play. He's the best player on the team. Let me tell you something, Joe Carter. I don't know if you watched that game tonight, but let me tell you something. Some deficiencies um, was not seen on the court tonight when he's not on the court. I'm sorry to tell you that. I know some of y'all don't like it because some of
I'm
y'all
about
are
to say
just used to.
we'll get into all that. I feel like it. We should, right? I'm
Some
gonna
of
break it
y'all,
down for 'em.
some of y'all, you just excited to have somebody you can call a superstar. But let me tell you something about me, Joe Carter. I'm about wins, and I want wins by any means necessary. And if sometimes you got to go addition by subtraction. Okay, but don't sit here and act like I said trade Trey Young. Okay, I
Okay.
said
But
we look better. The effort looks better when he doesn't play. I don't understand. You go back and look at all the games we play without Trey Young. The effort is there on the defensive side of the ball. Talk to me, Analyst. What's your thoughts on the game tonight?
I probably have a different uh, view. I thought first half, I thought we played some good basketball. Um, we defended. I thought that was the biggest thing, right? And listen, um, I thought that with three starters being out, Trey, Dre, and um, Clint. I thought you took you took away about 50 shots um, tonight that I thought JJ played really well. John played really well. Onyeka showed up. Really showed his showed that he can be dominant. I liked the effort in the first half. Second half, it was uh, to me it was the same old basketball. The ball stopped. I
Stop
thought
it.
I,
Stop it, bro. There's no
Mur-
way you're gonna sit here and say the
Mur-
ball stopped, bro.
Murray stopped the ball. The ball did not move. We came out in the third quarter and shot 23% in the
That's
third
not from
quarter.
ball movement, bro.
We
Bro,
were
we
not
shot
we
24%.
we
You know
weren't
why
moving we
we
weren't
shot
moving the ball
24
in the third.
because the ball just wasn't going in, bro. We was getting good looks. Cats balls was going in and out. But I understand y'all. I understand what y'all like to do, man. Y'all like to come up here with these narratives, man, because y'all like to defend certain players. I'm talking about wins and losses.
And we
You can't
lost
sit here and
because
tell me
And
this
we
team
lost.
don't look better tonight. That what you telling me? This team didn't look better tonight?
no, that's not what I said. I said in the second half the ball stopped, implying that the ball moved in the first half. Never said the ball didn't move. Never. First thing I said is we played better. We played better. Second half looked like Hawks basketball. It looked like Hawks. You had Bogey trying to make plays. He's trying to beat his man off the dribble. He's struggling. He's looking. He's taking fadeaway shots. He don't throw the ball to John on the block. The usage with John in the second half went down. It went down. John was dominant in the first half. This man was smoking hot on the block. This John Collins looked like an all-star in the first half. Guess what? In the second
I mean,
half, I didn't see that
it
because we
down,
didn't
but
get the ball to him. We
Shots
didn't get
was not going
all
in
I'm
that
saying
third quarter,
is that
bro. We was getting great looks in the third quarter. John even had a couple moves to the basket. Some of this ball was going in and out. I mean, listen, man.
the
I
effort
know,
was
I know,
better.
I know some of
I,
y'all like to nitpick
me
and whatever.
personally, I just feel like the Nets played a little bit different defense. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, ain't
Yeah,
nothing that was just
they
like
came out with
shooting
more
down. Just
they came out with more
like,
intensity.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, things did pick up on their end as well. You gotta give them
Yeah,
credit as well. Now I said myself that the ball wasn't as much as it was in the first half, but it's a lot goes into it. Could be that we were just hitting on all cylinders. Nets took us lightly to start off with, you know what I'm saying, and in the second half it did. But I feel what you're saying, analyst. I mean, at times that's what we do. But I always say the same thing though when the Nets took over, I'm sorry, they weren't doing nothing fancy. KD and Kyrie bust our ass. That's just
yeah,
basketball, man. When it come down
yeah,
to it, a lot of times, your player got to bust somebody else's ass on the end or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, still got to play defense, get some stops. But our
yeah,
guys at the end of this game, just like that Chicago one I was talking about the last time, I just chilled out. It was like, hell, they guys just made plays. DeMar DeRozan made some plays. Now, Nate screwed us. I'll say that for sure. Y'all know I usually don't necessarily call out Nate. I let y'all do that. But hell, if we had a timeout, then because when they missed Kyrie missed the whatever, I forgot Miss shot though, but I was like, oh, and everybody just kept going. I was like, hold on, like what's going on? And I just figured. Then I was like, man, we about to lose. I was like, why are we not stopping the ball and like making a play here or something like that? You know, I didn't really get that. I would have understood it if the game was tied.
Probably
I can
because
take the argument.
I would say Nate probably had already told him in that when the Nets used their last time out. Nate probably already told him. He said, "Hey, when you get the ball, go down there and do your thing." He probably told him, "I'm not gonna call a timeout because you know what's so funny."
I can't buy that. I'm not saying he didn't. Even if he did, it's still
but Mike,
stupid.
the reason I say that is because when John got the rebound, he didn't even look to the bench. He didn't even think of calling the timeout. So I'm saying, I'm thinking Nate told them, hey, we're going to play the game out. John didn't even think. He didn't even look to the bench. He got that rebound.
I hear that. I hear that. I'm just still saying, even if he said all that ahead of time, to me, the situation, that's just stupid. Like, unless I got to hear what his total reasoning.
Hey, I don't know about y'all.
We're down.
It's situational. It's situational awareness. You got two.
What? I mean, you know, I don't give Nate a lot of slack.
Hey, man, listen. I'm about that drama. I'm glad they did that shit. I was excited. And he got fouled. They didn't give us the call. I'm about that. I like shit like that. I don't need a fucking timeout every fucking play, man.
It's a buzzer. It's a buzzer inning game, Damon. It's drama with a timeout too, bro. It's still the drama with a timeout.
We could have gotten one of those.
I thought he was finna make that shit, man. He got fouled. I ain't get the call.
I feel you. I was like, okay, hopefully we make it still, and we be amped. But I'm just like, when they missed the shot, I was like, yeah, and I stopped myself and forced my whole like being into the game because I'm thinking it's a timeout about to happen. So I'm like, oh, hold on, these fools still going. Like, what's going on? Here goes some NCAA March Madness type crap real quick, but like, I just wasn't tired, bro. We wasn't tired. I don't get it.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. Sometimes you just got to play that shit out, man. I'm with it, you know. And you if he make it, we celebrating. He didn't make it. It is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you like this, Nate McMillan. Hey, to me, I think he did okay tonight. I don't think he tricked off the game tonight. I think Kevin Durant did what superstars did. I mean, do what real superstars do. Fourth quarter, game on the line. He getting buckets. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what I be talking about when I say, "Where's my superstar at?" When the game on the line and we trading buckets. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, hey, we played hard. We played way better than what the shit show we did last night. Okay, and listen, and you cannot sit here and tell me this team is night and day when Trae Young is not playing. And what I need either Trae Young or the coach to do is I need the coach to say, okay, I see how they play without Trae. How can I get Trae doing his thing, but within the flow of what we got going now? Why all of a sudden now we giving John Collins the ball? Why the hell he ain't been getting the ball? Why Trae Young don't be passing him the ball like that, like he been touching the ball tonight?
Nate do not draw plays for John Collins, bro.
He already said
he's
that.
Coaching.
Right, we know that. Right,
but
we know
that part. Understand
but what I'm saying is, if they not drawing plays,
we got Trae out, we got Hunter out. Okay, Hunter is, he's like that third guy. So Nate,
that dude's an average dude, bro. He's average.
I didn't say
he ain't no third nothing. He an average ball player, bro.
What I'm saying is that Collins is not getting those looks in that. It's Trae's gonna get the first look. Okay, then you got Murray, and then it's gonna be Hunter or Capella. And Nate,
Nate need to switch that up. Trae shouldn't be the first one. He's the worst shooter on the team.
Nate ain't above his head, man.
He's the worst shooter on the team. The offense need to go a different route. He's the worst shooter. Yes or no?
You can
Is he the worst shooter on the bro? You know what we didn't have tonight? We didn't have somebody got day 3 for 15 tonight neither.
I mean, we didn't have.
I mean, Trey. Nah, man. Nah, man. You can't do that though, man.
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. I need Trae Young.
Trae Young was not the only one on the injury report.
I need Trae Young.
DeAndre Hunter averages 15 shots a game. Those are 15 shots Jalen Johnson got, or 15 shots AJ.
Bro, Dre Hunter. Well, you already know how I feel about Dre Hunter. Some of his shots can go to John Collins.
Yeah, I agree.
To be honest,
I agree.
Okay,
I agree.
Because Hunter, to me, Hunter's just a fucking. He's an average NBA player. There's nothing about him special. Nothing about him stands out to where he should be getting all these shots. Because guess what? When the last time he made an impact?
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just address the chat right quick. These fans, man, like you can tell who watch basketball. You can tell who just be coming up on here. Trae Young statistically is not the best shooter on the team, but I digress. And I'm not even here to talk about Trae Young. We should have won the game, just like Matt. Matt said, man, we should have won. Should have won the game. I think Nate had a bonehead move, not calling a timeout, because even if he was looking at him, tell him to go, he still could call a timeout, get a better quality shot. We could have got a quality shot first and foremost. I think John over the last 48 hours has kind of reestablished some of his trade value to an extent, because you can see when he's a go-to option, he can score. I think him and Okongwu should have at least had 30 on those guys. But Okongwu, that dude was pushing everybody out the lane with his size, and he would go really timid and soft. I mean, and Mike saw when I put it in the chat, man. Like, he had these stupid push shots instead of just going up and dunking on them, man. He could just go up and literally dunk on them or put on the glass. Nick Claxton couldn't guard him. Durant couldn't guard him. Kyrie Irving was on John Collins, man. We failed to give him the ball like a couple times, you know what I mean? But unsung hero, man, shout out. I know we ain't doing it right now. Unsung hero Aaron Holiday, bro. Did y'all see the shots he was forcing Kyrie Irving to shoot? And I know Kyrie is a shot maker, but he was making that dude work. And it's really hard to make Kyrie work because he does it so effortlessly with this dribbling, man. And and Aaron Holiday was in his shorts, dog. He was in his drawstring, making him shoot tough shots. And and Damon, just like you said, man, like I need superstars, bro. Let's keep it real. There's only about 6 superstars in the NBA, man. 3 of them in the Eastern Conference. Tatum, Kevin Durant, and Giannis, man. Kevin Durant showed you why he's a superstar. He came down, went to his spot 2 times in a row. John had came back. We had tied it up. He went straight to his spot 2 times in a row on that left hand like elbow kind of, and he made 2 shots right there because he knows where he wants to go. He knows we can get any shot he wants to, man.
Right below the elbow.
Yeah, and I respect that dude's game because he knows when he whatever he wants, he can get it at any time. Kyrie Irving is a tough shot maker. He's a French superstar to me because Kyrie will show up some nights he don't show up. You know what I mean? But when he wants to go, he can go. I mean, case in point, 15 points in the fourth quarter. 15 points in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant had 4 and Claxton had 2. That was it. That's all they scored in the fourth quarter. You know. The defense was there, man. JJ had a breakout game. He had a season. He tied his season high tonight, man. Like, I just think we could have cleaned up little things at the end. Analyst is right. We did shoot 23% going to the fourth quarter. It was at one point that Nets had 54%. And we had 23% with like 8-minute mark that we were shooting until we started getting some buckets. I think Bogey was a little selfish at times. You know what I mean? He was trying to dribble into the teeth of defense instead of pass it out. I think JC really asserted himself tonight, man. Like, I'm happy for the dude because he was getting down in the post. They weren't feeding him, and when he does, he was working hard. Okongwu, like, he needs to work on that hook shot, working on the backboard, but he was moving bodies, bro. He was moving them out the way, you know what I mean? Forced Ben Simmons to sit down. So, all in all, I think we could have won the game, but I'm happy with the effort.
If we would have had this same effort last night, we would have beat the Pacers. But that's what I'm saying. And listen, man.
These fans, bro, they killing me, bro. I want to go. I'm sorry,
man. That's why I don't really
look at the chat.
I don't really read the chat, man, because you know what? And the reason I don't really read the chat is because a lot of those cats, they have an agenda. See, I have an agenda too. My agenda is wins. That's my agenda. And like I say, I said it a million times, and I don't care who on the team when we win. I don't care who the coach. I don't care. I want to
Yep.
win the game. And when I'm looking at this game tonight, what I'm trying to see is I need somebody to tell me what was the difference between tonight and last night. What was the difference?
It was the effort, bro. Like the
Yeah,
defense.
Well, where's
but
the
that's the
effort?
thing, though. But
Where's the effort
it's
coming from?
something
Why
else,
the
though.
effort? Why the effort wasn't there last night?
I
Like we
got you.
had
I got
tonight?
you.
All
I
right,
got you.
Demond. We know what your agenda is. All right, we lost both games. Okay, we're not going to harp on Trey Young that much tonight.
I
Okay,
knew that was
I
coming
ain't,
tonight.
this
I
is
ain't harping
coming
on.
No,
already
from
that's
knew it
why.
was
But
a
coming
see, that's
guy
why
tonight.
I'm asking
who
y'all. I know
be
I
right
got
there
my
with you.
opinion. I got my opinion. That's why I'm asking
I'm saying,
y'all.
but
I'll
I'm just
go out of
saying though.
my
Let me
way.
bring
I'll
this
go
up
out of
though.
my way and say maybe Nate told them guys after the game last night that y'all
Look.
sucked. Y'all gave no effort. Made me look bad.
You can't believe that. You
I
can't really believe that. You really believe that?
No,
You
he
really
don't
believe that?
believe that.
maybe he
That's
didn't.
that's
Maybe
that's
he.
a little. That's coaching, analyst. That's a part of coaching.
Because if you
So
believe that,
It is.
analyst,
so
It
Nate
is.
is
But
if you believe what you just said, you giving Nate credit.
no, that's
that's
why. I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
listen.
Like he's
So if you
saying Nate
believe that,
coaching.
I don't
He
want to hear
coaching.
no more fire Nate from you because you
Nate
just said
coached him up.
No.
Nate
you just
coached him
said
up.
Nate
Guess,
motivated the players. That's what you just said.
and it didn't result in a
Hey,
win.
but
So
nah,
you still got to fire him.
hey,
Ain't that what you just said
hey,
though?
It
man.
didn't result in
I'm
win.
still gonna say it though. Plays are overrated until moments like the end of the game when Nate was too dumb to call a timeout
Yeah.
to get us a play. Now
Hey,
now I'm just saying now,
I'm
I
not.
don't never be on here dogging Nate. And like I say, I always do tend to say plays are overrated, but they are not overrated after dead ball situations and after
Yep.
timeouts and all that type stuff. Plays are definitely not overrated then. And he should have got us a timeout and we should have had a good
Yep.
play. The
Yep.
assistant coach or whatever, Renovit, whatever his name is, should have did something for us to win the game. Somebody that was dumb. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all know that I am not like that biased to not call out Nate or something like that. Okay, but besides that though, as well though, plays a little bit overrated because I'm just saying if y'all just play basketball and I feel like the team played basketball, just basic stuff sometimes we have to play unselfish and just play with good IQ and effort. If we can do those three things or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
We'll
Two,
win.
three things or whatever on a consistent basis, we'll be a lot better than where we are record wise. But we don't play with consistent effort. I'm not gonna sit here and try and blame Trey. I don't know who fault it is. Some people say it's the coach or whatever, but I feel like hell, it's almost just the building, I guess, or whatever, because it's other Hawks teams with other coaches and other players that never brought consistent effort, you know what I'm saying, and IQ night in and night out. It's always kind of been an issue. But
But
And they
if
we
tried
these
to.
guys
had
can
no
do that,
but we wasn't paying nobody 200 million not to be inconsistent with the effort neither.
I mean,
Demar,
true,
was
but
there all
but
night.
people wasn't making
Demar
that
was
type of
there
money
all
at that
night.
time though too much either though. We paid Joe Johnson and Joe, my boy, he was there tonight though, but his he wouldn't give us no type of emotion almost ever. And it was
Hey,
like, damn, Joe,
he gave
I want you to do something.
I don't need emotion, but I take that 25 and
Well,
5 and 5 he was giving me though.
emotion. Well, I don't get me on no tangent, but with emotion with Joe would have got a lot more 30+ games instead
Well,
of him just
you
settling for
saw
like
emotion from Joe. You saw
up to
emotion from Joe
25 when we
in the
need him.
Celtics series
Emotion from
when we went
Joe
7
would have
games with
helped
the
us not
Celtics. Joe Johnson was
getting
lit.
swept by averages to 20+. Anyway, man, let's get off Joe, man. Respect to Joe. He was there tonight, man, and good to see him. We
Shout
probably
out Joe
should
Johnson.
sign him. He can play for us. But
Shout
Bro,
out number
bro,
2,
anyway,
Joe.
bro.
man,
Hey, hey,
I got other stuff I want to get into and stuff like that too, man. So I don't want to
Okay, we're
keep
gonna get
going
into
too much,
it.
man.
Let me tap
We
in.
go.
We're gonna get into it. Let me tap in with Ticket and
hold on,
let me tap in
hold
with
on,
Matt and
hold on,
Juan.
hold on,
And
hold
then
on.
we're gonna go Juan, Matt, Ticket, and then we'll jump into the free for all. Go ahead, Juan, and then we go Matt
All
and
right,
Ticket.
first and foremost, Matt, where the hell you get that better homes and garden background from? Boy, you got the piano over there. Boy, where you get that home display from?
Juan, he got an old Martha Stewart background, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Hey.
The whole background on clearance.
Yeah.
Hey, he got that. Hey, what's that furniture store, man? He got old IKEA back there, bro.
Yeah.
At
IKEA.
home.
Oh man, y'all killing me. No, it would be Haverty's or Craft and Barrel, but no. Go ahead,
Hey,
Juan.
Demont. I pretty much said what I need to say before Matt and Gerald got on. Like I said, it was good effort, man. Like I told you, like I really want to just shout out Aaron Holiday, man, because he just like I know Kyrie was in his bag, but like he forced those some tough shots, bro. And like JC and Okongu establishing the front line, we could have did a little bit better in the inside, but hey, and then JJ Gerald, he came out like he tied his season high, man. Like I want to see what his assist is because I'm more interested in like his assist because he's a great passer more than I'm interested in like the points and everything. And so that was like my big thing. But I pass on the Mac.
Hey, there you go, right there. Hey, Mike, you see what he said? He said Big O said Collins just didn't call the timeout. So maybe Nate told him to call the timeout. I don't know.
Show the Nets comment. Show the
Hell
Nets
no.
comment.
Hell no.
Show the
Which
Nets
one?
comment. What the Nets comment after that in the chat? In the next chat comment.
No.
Huh? I see we don't got Ben Simmons. Fired the whole team.
It wasn't the next one. My bad. It was 3 guys.
Okay.
So that's all it was. But anyway, man,
I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna see if I can find Nate post game conference. I want to see if he told him to call a timeout.
Normally he walked to the floor for a timeout.
Go ahead, ticket. I mean, excuse me. Go ahead, Matt. Then ticket, and then we got the old school back in here today.
Okay,
old school John Harris up in here.
So I'm happy I didn't have to go find Mike. I was looking for him, but happy I didn't have to go find him. And Damon, okay. If I had a 6'1", light skinned guy with some not so great hair, go 10 for 26, 2 turnovers, one of the dumbest shots I have ever seen in a critical situation, knowing that you need a win. And then in a game where you play well in the first half, had an awful third quarter. I'm gonna touch that in the free for all because I don't know what you saw in that third quarter, Damon. That shit was terrible. Okay,
I told you it was terrible.
If we had number 11, I'm just calling. I don't even call it number 11.
We had number 11.
We had number. Hold on, wait.
We would have been down 15 at halftime, like we was against the Pacers.
Hold on.
No,
wait.
we would have been up.
I mean,
I don't want to hit. Don't do
if we
it.
got
Don't
number,
do
hold
it.
on, wait, Damon,
We ain't doing no what if, bro. We're not doing what if,
number
bro.
11, that's 10 for 20. Like you say, let's keep
Matt, talk about the
10,
game.
if we got
Matt over here with them what ifs. I don't got to do a what if, Matt. You know what I can do? You know what I can do, Matt? I can point you to the last game we just played against the Pacers.
We talking about tonight.
Where was 11 at then?
Tonight.
Where the hell was 11 at when he was actually playing in the game? Where was he at?
We talking about tonight.
That's what I thought. Well, don't do no what ifs. Don't do no what ifs.
Okay, fine. Let's go with what we saw tonight. Number 5 was shitty.
Yep.
Most of the game. Of the game, he was shitty.
Yeah.
Most of the game, I don't know what he was doing in the third quarter. The shots he was taking, passing it to Bogey, no ball movement. Bogey, like this is and one isolation ball. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? John Collins is wide open on the block, and you out there dribbling, trying to shake a dude off. I'm like, what are we doing? And then the end of the game, I'm like, I don't care if Nate did not call a timeout, or the point guard is supposed to call a timeout himself because our players can call a timeout on the floor, right? Mike? And the players can call a timeout on the floor. So he's supposed to call a timeout on the floor. Go over there, grab that clipboard, and draw up a play himself to get us a good look.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Superstars is supposed to take over at the end of the game, Damon, right? The last 5 minutes of the game. I would give Murray, he had 2 good offensive possessions the last 6. The other 2, including the missed free throw and that end of game possession. I need him to explain, and I need somebody with press credentials to ask him, what the fuck were you thinking when you pulled up from 38 feet and shot that shot? You thought the referee was going to give you that foul call at the end of the game?
No, bro. The time was up. He had to get the shot up, my guy. What are you supposed to do?
Call a timeout to get a better shot. Why are you dribbling into a double team to shoot 38 feet from the rim and you're not a great three-point shooter?
He didn't dribble to the double team. He tried to go around Kyrie. Then the double came. He didn't see the double coming. Bro, listen.
Pass it.
I wish you would hold that.
He had 6.
I'm gonna need you to do
6 seconds.
I'm gonna need you to do this. I'm gonna need you to do this.
He had 3 seconds.
Matt, I want that same energy with number 11 out there, and he 5 for 20. I want that same
But
energy
but
like he was last night. Hold on,
But
hold on.
Demond, wait
Where
a minute,
was
no,
Matt?
He had a terrible
the
game.
issue
Demond,
is
he had a
the
terrible
issue.
game.
The
Where
issue
was?
is
Hold up, Matt. Hold up.
the issue
Matt,
is no. The
where
issue
was
is
this
you didn't hold
energy?
Murray accountable.
Matt, where was this
Night.
energy last night? I didn't hear none of this last night when he was 5 for 15.
I said
I
Trey,
didn't hear
but
none of
Trey
this.
wasn't. But
Where was
Trey
my
wasn't-
star last night?
But Trey wasn't 10 for 26.
Where was
Trey
he?
didn't-
Was 5 for
including
15.
Mr.
What is that, Matt? That's
Murray
34%, bro.
Murray took 11 more shots.
Trey, this is
Bad
Murray's
shots.
second game. If off the top of my memory, this is the second game he missed free throws at the end of the game in the last.
Okay, he missed the free
45
throws.
seconds
It
of the game.
Shit happens.
He's
Okay,
missed.
It happens.
Okay. What you
It,
bro?
it happened.
He missed
If,
him,
if
bro.
Trey would have did that, he'd have been on the cross right
He
now.
missed him. He missed him. I mean, what you want me to say? He missed
Can you
him.
say Murray played a terrible second half outside of 2 possessions? In the
Yeah,
fourth
watch
quarter?
this. Murray sucked in the second half. See, that was easy, right? Now, can you say Trey sucked last night against the Pacers? Can you say that?
And then Gerald, this is my last point.
See, Matt can't say that. See, Matt can't
Nate-
say that. Say that, Matt.
Gerald. I said
Say
Trey
that,
Young played a
Matt.
terrible game
You see how
yesterday.
easy it was for me to say that Murray sucked?
Trey Young played a bad game yesterday. He did, but he also stopped shooting at 15 attempts. He didn't jack up 26.
And you see now, you see that? You see, I don't have to add no caveat. If you suck, you suck, bro.
He had a bad game, but he stopped shooting.
No, you know why?
Murray had a bad game
Because you know what? Between you and analysts, it hurts y'all soul when y'all have to say Trey Young played bad. It just hurts you to your core,
I said
bro.
he played bad.
You can't
but
help
it's nothing,
it.
But Demond, on counter, y'all never say Murray played bad. Y'all just say,
Bro,
it's
I
moral
just
victory.
said he sucked the other night. What you talking about? Do I need to go pull it up? I said he was terrible. I said Trey.
I'm
rare.
also on
I said
record
it's
saying
rare.
that Trey was
rare.
bad, but you know.
It's rare. But my
It
last
ain't
point,
nothing rare for me, dog, because I call it straight. If you're terrible, you're terrible. He was terrible.
Gerald,
last night.
my last
At the beginning
point,
of the
Gerald,
show,
we
you said
can't-
that Murray played well and the team played well. You said the ball was moving.
I
in the
said
second
the
half.
team
You said the
played
ball-
better. Listen
said
to me,
the ball
analyst.
was moving in the second half.
Listen, analyst. Let me tell you something about me, analyst. I've been talking shit about basketball for a long time, especially in New Pat City, right? And let me tell you something. I've been doing it for a minute in New Pat City, and I make sure I say certain things a certain way because it's cats in that group who try to prove me wrong all the time. Now let me tell you what I said. I said the team played better today. I didn't say, my God, DeJounte was a star. I said the team played better today. Why? I said, and I gave you a list of reasons. I said, one, guess what? You didn't have to help your point guard Kyrie tonight. That's one thing right there. Okay. Now somebody disagree with me on that one. Okay. Because don't sit here and tell me Trey Young would have played the same defense you saw Aaron Holiday on Kyrie Irving. Kyrie probably would have went for 40 if your boy was playing him. But guess what? The difference between me and Matt,
I don't think he would have guarded him, but
Matt says he don't care if Trey don't play defense. He don't care.
I don't care if he plays defense. Again, Demond, I said, and you can pull it up. I said, I don't care if he don't play defense for 48 minutes, however many minutes he play a game. I don't care if he don't play defense the whole game 82 times a year. That's also what I said. But I also said I don't care because of games like this, in critical moments like this. And I also said there's levels to this. And Murray is not on that upper echelon level. He's not. Okay. Trey Young is. So I don't care if Trey Young misses a defensive assignment in the second quarter with 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Bullshit,
because I know at the end of the game,
This is what I be talking about right here, dog. Right here.
That boy Matt teams will be in the lottery every year, boy.
Yeah, I do. I care.
Kyrie Irving missed several defensive assignments tonight.
This
You think
dude is
Javon
saying
cared?
he don't care if your best player don't play defense the whole game.
I mean, KD didn't play defense the whole
You
game.
killing me, dog.
I mean, the
You
whole.
killing
I mean,
KD didn't play defense the whole game
Well, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you
Kyrie
something,
Irving missed several
analyst.
defensive assignments.
Don't ever
Kevin
put
Durant,
Trey Young
missed
in
several
the same
defensive
category as
assignments.
Kevin Durant. Don't do that.
I just
what
said
I'm saying
that.
is he
But
has
did he? Did he?
KD,
I mean,
KD
you
is
took-
an all NBA first team. He's a champion.
I don't
What
care
is Trey
about
Young
that.
got?
Did he miss defensive assignment
Trey Young is an
tonight?
all NBA player as well.
Did he miss
He has the
defensive?
ability to hit big shots.
He did not play
Trey Young,
defense.
listen,
for all
KD
his
is
minutes.
all NBA first team, all NBA multiple
I got you,
years,
Demond, but
and he's a
got you, but-
two-time
and
finals Let me
But
tell you
Jamal,
something.
all I'm saying is,
you
Jamal, all
can't
I'm
sum
saying
it
is,
up.
If
can't
KD played for the
Trey
Hawks,
Young has the
tonight.
ability.
He missed
Trey
multiple
Young has
assignments tonight.
Trey Young has the demonstrated ability to hit big shots in big moments. Murray does not.
where the fuck was he at last night?
So I'm saying, Demond. Oh, I didn't even miss my last point about
No, where was he at last
Big
night?
Muffin.
If he hit all these
Okay.
big shots, where the hell was he last night?
We'll
when
go
he
for that in
played
the free fall. We'll go for that in the free fall. My
Okay.
last point about Nate is a lot of people saying, "Oh, we missing 3 starters at the end." They wasn't saying that in the first half. They wasn't saying we was missing 3 starters. They were saying, not you, Gerald, but other people was saying, "Oh, Nate doing a great job. This, that, and the third. He's doing great. Oh, we got ball movement. The ball movement was dead in the third quarter. It moved a little bit in the fourth." And Jalen Johnson, if somebody can remind me how many minutes Jalen Johnson played in the fourth quarter, how many minutes AJ Griffin played in the fourth quarter, and it's like
AJ
I would
Griffin
much rather,
in the second half, AJ Griffin was a defensive liability. He was giving up easy ass and ones. The dude was where was he at? What are you talking about?
But this is the consistency that he's playing bogey over AJ at the end of games. He does it all the time.
Bro, listen. You can't put 2 and 2 together, Matt. You don't see that Jalen Johnson always have a good game when he don't play with Trey. You don't notice that yet, or you don't want to see that yet. Go look it up, bro.
I don't think you guys take it.
Okay, Demond, but why didn't he play in the fourth quarter, Demond?
Like I said at the beginning,
bro, because
fellas, we still got 3 people that gotta go.
Go ahead, Gerald. I just want to know why JJ didn't play.
Hey man, listen. Shout out my boy Ticket, man. Ticket always come in here. Ticket always be that level-headed guy up in here, man.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes it get on my nerves because I be like, I wish Ticket would just be a dickhead sometimes and just go with the flow. But he's the level-headed.
He was that day Travis got relieved.
Yeah, you right. Hey, you right, Ticket. Hey, so my bad. So let me finish. Matt, go ahead, finish your point about what you thought about the game. Then you go Ticket, John, and Tanju back up in the building. I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the garage so I can calm down real quick.
My last point was
every doggone time stuff get right. You headed out there to smoke. Man, look here. That's why they put catalytic converters on the car, so you don't have to be smoking all that exhaust out there.
Okay, thanks, Dad. I appreciate the advice, Dad.
Well, you gonna get this whooping. Come on back in here quick.
Thanks, Dad. What?
Come
hold
back
on,
in here quick.
hold on. Where you been at anyway, bro?
Hey man, I had.
Don't be trying to hop in and try to flex. Well, try to flex. Where you was at? We was getting our ass whipped by the Pacers, John. Where you was at?
Hiding under a rock because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed.
My bad, man. My bad. Y'all know how I get. Hey, make sure y'all smash that like button for your homies, man. Go ahead, Ticket. Hey, Matt, did you finish? Did Matt finish?
Yeah. Nate was awful in the second half. That's it.
Big
okay,
muffin.
Go ahead. So Ticket, John, then Tanju, then we free for all it.
All right. Good evening, fellas. Started off really, really well. I really think that Brooklyn really, I feel like they kind of took us for granted a little bit with us being down 3 starters. We took advantage of it. But one thing that showed us that started in the first half that really reared its ugly head in the second half was the missed free throws. A lot of people they kind of overlooking that. I think John missed 3 in the first half. Bogey missed 1. When the game ends in a 1-point game, you look back at those free throws, and I think we missed how many we missed? 6, 7?
I think so.
How many we missed, Analyst?
Yeah, somebody missed 2 of them. What was it, like double O or shoot?
You talking free throws?
Yeah, double O missed 2
free
in a row.
We missed a lot of free throws.
Yeah,
JJ missed
7. Same as last night.
Yeah, we missed 7 free throws. That kind of reared its ugly head late. I'm really disappointed in Murray tonight. It really felt like tonight we was gonna get the job done, but I felt like Murray was a little selfish at times. There was times where John would be in a rhythm, and when we should get the ball right back to him. I think Dominique said, "I'll run the same play until they run a double team at him." And the very next possession, John's in position. Every single time Murray went ISO, there wasn't one pass at all. It was just straight Murray.
Woo.
And that was really disappointing, especially with him knowing that his shot is off.
Church.
Bogey, I feel like he was real selfish at times too. This might have been the first time where it seemed like Bogey was frustrated that he wasn't getting, his regular number of shots. To where he was like, when he got the ball, you could tell he was bouncing, like he was just pissed off, trying to get to the hole. The man, I mean, he looked good in I think it was the second quarter, he looked good, but other than that, he wasn't effective.
Let me ask you a question, Ticket, on that point real quick.
Go ahead.
Do you think the Nets was trying to keep Bogey off that 3-point line? That's why he was doing all that dribbling. They were because I think they were trying to really because Bogey has been hot lately from 3. So maybe they was trying to force him off that line and force him to try to be a playmaker. What's your thoughts on that?
So I do feel like they did. I do feel like he was one of their key points in the scouting report, kind of like how people used to do Kyle Korver when he was here. But you can't let that affect you. Like I said, if your shot ain't falling or you're not getting your offensive production, you still got to affect the game in another way. And unfortunately for Bogey's not. If he ain't shooting, he's pretty ineffective on the floor.
Don't say it. If he ain't shooting, he ain't worth a damn. Gonna say it.
I ain't gonna go that far, but he ain't really productive.
I said
now here's the next thing, AJ.
I said
what is that name down there, John? I mean,
AJ is he seems like he hitting. Y'all done?
Excuse me. Go ahead.
It seems like he seems like he hit
y'all
that
going
rookie
nuts
wall.
with these names.
It seemed like he hit that rookie wall, and I think whatever he got to do to get out of it, he got to get out of it because quietly he was terrible tonight too. Rookies on the back-to-back, they notoriously don't do well, but it don't help that he sucked last night too. So whatever he got going on, he need to fix that. Okongwu, I got to tip my cap off to him. He was really good tonight. Only thing, if I had to nitpick, I would just say, he need to dunk the damn ball if he got them little ass folks on him. But on the boards, offensively, he was moving shit, especially in that fourth quarter. It was to the point where we could just throw something up and we knew he'd get the rebound and probably the putback. Yeah. I was real happy about his performance. Jalen Johnson, and this is my last point. Jalen Johnson, these last 2 games is what I was fussing about with Jalen. We all know his talent. I just wanted him to be aggressive. He was playing scary. Last 2 games, he's shown us something different. Now, I got to give Brooklyn credit in that third quarter. They made a really, really good adjustment that made Jalen Johnson not as effective. And this is where I tell Matt and analysts where Jalen Johnson's weakness is. When Jalen Johnson's in transition, that's where he's at his strength. However, when you just play off of Jalen Johnson and then you make him the wide open person to take the shot, he's virtually ineffective in that situation. And I feel like Brooklyn kind of exposed that. That's not a knock on Jalen, just something that he got to work on. This is really my last one. Aaron Holiday, I got to tip my cap off to him. He played his butt off today. We gave up 108 to the best team in the NBA right now. The hottest team in the NBA right now. Giving up 108, that's you're gonna have a chance to win every night. Nate, you gotta call that timeout. I don't care what you said at the timeout before. If you said anything, you gotta call that timeout. 30 seconds before, the situation may have been different, but if you tied, yeah, you can go. I can understand that, but you down 2, you're not even on the road. When you're on the road, you normally shoot a 3 to win the game. But if you at home, you get the best available shot, and if it's a 2, you go into overtime. Nate let me down on that, but that's all I got.
All right, then we on John, and then shout out. We got a new member up here, YQ1000 up in here. So YQ, you'll go after Tanju. Go ahead, John.
Tonight, we should never have been in a situation where we had to win the game on the last shot. Never should have been there. After the second quarter, man, the first and second quarters, this team was moving. The ball was moving. We punched Brooklyn in the mouth. They were trying to check and see which tooth was bleeding because they didn't expect this. We had a 15-point lead on these jokers. Gave it all back. Then built up a 10-point lead. Gave it all back. Okay? Now, when you do that against arguably the hottest team in the league, and you got them coming down to your spot, and you got your crowd against you, you owe it to your crowd, no matter how short-handed you are. Y'all were short-handed and got the lead. You need to be short-handed and keep the lead and keep the pressure on these jokers. Now, JJ, man, my coach would be taking a 2x2, a bullwhip, and a 38 after his ass because of the fact that I see this man go up. Instead of tearing the basket off the backbone, this joker doing the George Gervin finger roll up there. Boy.
Hey, John, you say what? You got to get a what? A who?
A 2x2, a bullwhip, and a 38, and just go to town on that ass. Because see I mean, I'm having flashbacks right now.
I thought he made it though. I thought he made it.
He did make that shot.
He made it, but
he made one of them. He made one of them. He had two of them that he should have bashed. He made one of them, but the other one he missed.
And he missed the other one.
John, no matter how good he plays, he's gonna sit in that fourth quarter, John.
Shout out my guy.
Man,
Uncle Freezy up
talking about Jalen. Man,
yeah. It don't matter what you do. You ain't playing in the fourth quarter.
No, he had to sit him after Brooklyn made that adjustment to play off of him. He was unplayable on offense after that.
Okay, I've heard you guys praise this man. I've heard you guys praise this man, said that he was, he played good or whatever. But now I will admit that after the second quarter, he started warming up. He started doing some things. But I saw the problem with this man. That dunk he had, I didn't even think it went through because it was just like he wasn't even over the basket. It was one of them doggone blue dunks instead of boom. I need to see boom. Folks back off you when you do that to them. I mean, come on, man. But like I said, we almost got it. We almost got this thing. And
hey, John, hey, what he's supposed to do with the 38 though?
That's what I was trying to figure out, man. Like, what
I've been sitting here listening, but I've been really thinking what you gonna do with the 38?
You take it and you fire it right beside his head. Boom. Don't kill him, but you boom.
Dog for making
that'll wake him up.
John, I mean,
but Gerald,
is this an initiation?
Hey, John, listen, John. We're not.
Is this an initiation?
Yeah, we're not a gang.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No. That's getting raised by World War I. He did World War I, bro. He got that.
That's an attention gift. That ain't no initiation. That's an attention gift, son.
Like a secret.
You come out here.
That's just an attention getter. That's just to get the attention. Okay.
That's an attention getter.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do with Murray? If you're gonna do that for Jalen, who played well, what you gonna do for somebody who didn't play well?
Wait a minute.
He may bust his head open.
Wait a minute. How many points did Murray score tonight?
Oh, Lord.
I think 17.
How many points did
24.
Oh, how many points did JJ score tonight?
14?
JJ had like 16 or something.
He had like
14-6. A
I
block.
know he had
22 less
14 for
minutes.
sure.
Is that
So that's
right?
his
22
season
less
high.
minutes.
Yeah, he had 10 in the first half. So
And
second
he
half,
shot
won't shit.
50% from the field.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Okay,
hold on,
well,
Demond. How
I
many
might-
minutes he played in the second half, Demond?
bro, let
Okay.
me tell you something. I saw
Well,
that shot. I
might
saw
not
that shot.
minutes?
Jalen Johnson.
Four.
I saw Jalen Johnson shoot that jumper from the corner, bro. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
don't shoot it no more. Don't do that no more.
That
That's
was
what
the,
I'm
that
talking
was the
about.
adjustment Brooklyn made.
Don't
That's
do
what I'm
that no
talking
more.
about.
Jalen Johnson, seriously though, Jalen Johnson at this point, he should just be attacking and finishing at the basket, bro. Nobody can really stop him if he just go in there
And now
and attack
wait
the
a minute.
basket.
Wait a minute. Now that you brought that up,
And not
I
pass it.
saw. Wait a minute. Now that you brought it up, I saw John Collins take a couple of dribbles, drive to the basket. I said, "What?"
Hey, that move he had,
pretty
that
good.
one move he had when he went for that reverse layup, I was like, God, what the fuck
I
is
said,
that?
and
Yeah, he was
then
bullying
that
them
post
dudes.
up, that post up, and that double, man, that looked like Akeem Olajuwon. I said, "What is he doing?"
Hey,
Y'all
Landry must.
We would have saw more. We would have saw more of it, but somebody thought they was still in San Antonio. We should have saw more of that.
Well,
in
you
the
know
second
what?
half.
I'll tell you this, bag. You know what's so good? You know what was good today, though? We got to see a lot of John Collins tonight because 11 wasn't hogging the ball.
I mean, there was a time where 11 and John, 11 and 23.
Hey man, hey, number five.
Hey, we got to do. Hey, we got to do
over here. He needs to stay after the
hey,
game.
let me tell you something. Hey, let me
I
tell you
need number
something,
five cleaning up the bleachers.
Hey, let me tell you
Yo,
something.
hey,
money.
yeah, let
They
me,
can't
hey, let me
spend
go.
all that
y'all
money.
can get
Hey,
into
the best thing I saw tonight was defense from the point guard position. Go ahead, Tanju.
You can't deny that, man.
Go ahead, Tanju.
I mean, Bergen.
I said deep from the point guard position.
I thought
Yeah, I
we had a
think-
point tonight.
No,
Hey, hold up.
Go ahead, Tanju. Go ahead.
Hey, let me go ahead and knock out my little analysis real quick. But first of all, I appreciate being on here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate how you do it, Damon. Ask the right questions, get the right answers. You know what I'm saying? And you be holding it down. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate this show.
We appreciate you, man. Salute to Tanju.
Man, salute to all y'all fellas, man. Hey, I've been checking in, but I appreciate being on tonight. You know what I'm saying? I always like being on here talking to y'all motherfuckers. But so tonight's game, when I headed into the game, I was like, man.
Oh, you went?
Nah, man. I'm talking about just watching, man. I just, you know.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
No, I'm out here I'm in San Diego. I'm in Dago, California.
Man, you taking long distance punishment.
Hey,
I keep chewing on your ice.
My
hey,
head,
man.
sir. You're a glutton for punishment. 20.
Hey, I've been doing it. Hey, I've been doing it since I was a kid, man. But
you poor thing.
that I love my Hawks. I love my Hawks.
We
But
do
hey,
too.
tonight's game, hey, when we was heading into the game, I was like this. Last night, I'm gonna bring in the last night's game with Indiana because that shit was just disappointing as fuck. It was just, because if you think about it, we could have won that game last night. It could have went the right way, but then it went left. It just went, and when it went left, it went all the way left. And we didn't do nothing to stop it. And everybody was lackluster and dead and no energy and effort. And it was just embarrassing. And so tonight, what was dope was one thing was the defense was kind of ridiculous between the steals and blocks, and you know what I'm saying? Like our defense was harassing them cats. And then, I want to definitely give a shout out to Big O, give a shout out to John Collins, give a shout out to Aaron Holiday. You know what I'm saying? I think they made like a real big difference in terms of like the aggression, that physical girdiness. And, we almost had that game. Definitely, at first I was all the way, Nate should have took the timeout. But then, like, shit, if that was the choice that they made and they wanted to just play it and they lost, that was the decision that they made. And if they're gonna stand on it, I'll stand on it with them. That's the decision. But
are you going to say it's stupid?
But DeJounte Murray should have made that damn free throw. And then, like the brother was saying, all those missed free throws was ridiculous. But that's why you miss a Trae Young tonight, because Trae's gonna hit 90% of his free throws. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about it. I was thinking, honestly, tonight, I was thinking back to that Houston game when Trae scored 43 and DeJounte scored 39, and we was scraping them dudes, and then they came all the way back and beat us. And I'm still optimistic about the season. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even halfway through the season yet. I think that, if Trae and DeJounte figure out how to fucking play with each other, then we got a situation on our hands. You know what I'm saying? But I do really, really believe that Trae got to figure out how to fit into that system, but still get off. You know what I'm saying? Because Trae, I'm definitely I'm never gonna be one of them motherfuckers who's like, Trae Young's not here, and that was the way I headed into this game. It's like, man, if we win this game without Trae Young, you know what I'm saying? Then man, we got a Trae Young problem. And realistically, you could almost say that we pretty much almost won this game, but I don't think, I don't think that, like, Trae's the issue and all that kind of stuff. I think obviously the fact that we have Trae Young is the reason why we're at, and the fact that we got DJ, like, man, we should be like 4. You know what I mean? We should be 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only team that I think I could say that is better than us is the Celtics. I think the Celtics are better than us. But when it comes to all the other teams
Milwaukee better
in the East, I think that we could beat all the other teams in the East. So tonight kind of gave me a little bit more hope. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, think about this, though. Think about this when it comes to Trae Young.
Unfortunately, we got
real quick. I'm going to finish with this. When it comes to Trae Young, the Indiana game was trash. But think about that string of games that Trae put together before that. And when he was actually like playing into the system and distributing, getting 13, 14 assists and all that kind of shit. But, I think, I don't know. I'm optimistic about what we're doing. I think we got a winning formula. Capella, I think he should make the All-Stars. Trae Young, he going to make All-Stars. DJ, man, sucks, but I don't think he going to make it. But I think Capella should make the All-Stars before Trae does.
Tanju.
Whoa.
That's cool and everything, man. But when we gonna win the championship, bro? When we gonna compete for a title? I don't care about All-Stars. When we compete for this title, my guy.
Shit, if Trae and DJ get it together back there and learn how to play with each other, then we could pull it. We could rock that shit. I think obviously we got to get rid of some of our weak ass bench, but and bring in some stronger bench players. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Tonight was kind of big. We lost that shit barely. Like somebody was saying, we shouldn't have lost that lead in the third. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we came back in the fourth and actually the way we played, it was, like DJ should have made that fucking free throw. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good ass player, but he does come from a losing legacy. So, he don't know how to win. You know what I'm saying?
Losing environment, yeah.
Right.
I'm past moral victories at this point.
I'm hella, I feel you, but shit, I'd rather be optimistic about the situation than just dog on everybody.
But let me tell you like this, man. Let me tell y'all like this. You better get used to these more victories. Because guess what? This team ain't winning no championship.
Who in the bathroom?
This team.
Girl,
Hey,
he forgot to hit mute.
Anything that sounds like a truck or something.
That is not
He
me.
forgot to hit
Hey,
mute.
I'm gonna
That is
tell you
not
like
me.
this. This
No,
team,
that's
I'm
me.
gonna tell you right. I'm gonna
not
tell you
me.
just like this, Matt. This team is currently constructed, not winning no championship, and I don't care who you bring.
No,
in
no,
the
no.
coach.
DeMont, I'm not worried about winning the championship. I'm worried about at this point making the playoffs. Forget the play. Right now, we're a playing team. Can we be a top
Well,
6
bruh,
seed?
Yeah, of
that's
course
what
we
I'm
gonna
saying. If
win.
y'all gotta
We gonna get better
understand
than
though,
this.
this team, you gotta be real with yourselves. If you're looking at the landscape of the NBA and the East coming into this season, you should already tell yourself, at
You
best,
thought we was a
we
playing
missed the
team?
play-in game. At best, we missed the play-in game. We are not no top 14 constructed. We have to play above and beyond. And if y'all don't believe in Coach Nate and all that stuff, then we ain't finna play above and beyond. So we're either gonna be a play-in or just miss that. So what they got to put us
Hold
at
on,
what, fifth or sixth
Mike.
at best?
Mike,
What?
when
What?
you telling me at when we got back from Dubai, you telling me you said that we was either a playing team or a missed playoff team?
Yes.
My God, have mercy.
The roster?
Well,
I don't
look,
think our roster is that great. I don't think
hey,
have I not been on here complaining about. And then on top of that, I feel like it's a lot of like messed up stuff or everything. Hell, bro. Like I said, I can go
I can show
pull
you
the
that the
receipts as
roster.
far as this stuff goes. But I've been saying the roster wasn't good after we went on our conference finals run, and everybody was yelling, "Bring it back, run it back." I've been trying to tweak this shit for the longest or whatever. I mean, JC, in my opinion, I've been trying to move them, but I also too, from watching this, I also said that the franchise need to commit either to JC or Clint Capella and need to move one of them. I believe that JC will succeed better with a different type of center who can come out the paint, who can give you a little bit of what Clint gives you, but somebody who can come out the paint at times. Because JT needs the ability to be involved in the pick and roll and to also have room to work and go post up at times and do his thing in the paint. The reason why everybody bring it up, some people bring it up who are like main JC fans about his stats going down, his touches. A lot of that also do coincide with Clint's arrival. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention Trey as well, though. But Clint Capella's arrival, and you talking about, oh, he's sitting in the three because Clint can't do nothing else. He got to sit at the 3-point line. And then, two, he can't drive because if he is driving, he's driving into Clinton, his man. Clint ain't going nowhere. But also, too, understand the importance of Clint because Clint does, him and Trey got a thing. Trey kind of like, I don't know, a year or two or so ago, they say he vouched for Clint. Like, he was talking about, like, he need him or some crap like that. So I can kind of see that. But they really need to choose one of them. I think the JC, you probably, Matt, you said it was crazy though, but I think JC would have played nice with like a Sabonis. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. We need to move somebody or whatever so that
But
we
see,
got
I
to figure out what we need to do. But no,
Why don't we
no,
move?
looking at the East
Mike, why don't we move this very average, mediocre coaching staff before we move any more players? Okay, because I got to look at Kevin Huerter every night in Sacramento.
You can find, I mean, that's fine, bro. You said that like I'm just so opposed to that. Fire all of them. Who cares, bro? I mean, again, he personally, even when it happened and Nate got the job, I said that he would be here for 3 years. I mean, we approaching that or whatever. That ain't forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect Nate to be here forever. I think that he would be gone or whatever. I know that you guys want him gone right now immediately, but I mean, it's a business. They probably gonna let the little contracts and deals run out though. But no, he's not gonna get extended or nothing like that. He's definitely not. But no, bro, I would not lose any sleep, and you will not hear me saying, "Oh man, we made this huge mistake if we fired Nate McMillan tonight, bro." Like, I'd be fine.
I think you need to establish the season, but that's what I was going to ask everybody.
You not? I mean, bro. So you telling me right now? You telling me the difference between this team being, what are we now, a game under 500 and being a top three?
Eight, I think we're the 9th
and
seed.
being a top 3 team in the East is just
no.
the head coach.
No, I'm not saying top 3. No, not top 3. Top 4 or 5. Yeah.
How about NBA championship?
Well, how about listen?
How about NBA?
If we not listen, this is my thing, man. If we not going after a championship, what are we doing? I don't want to be a top 4 team, a top 5 team. I want us to be
we far away from that.
Let me get this out, Matt.
or
Let me get this
bust.
out, Matt, and I'm gonna come back at you.
Championship
I
or
want to
bust.
be able to come up here, look at this roster, and say we have a legit opportunity to win a championship. That's what I want to say. How many times have we been saying, "Oh, we're a top 4, a top 3"? Let's be real, bro. Even when we went to the conference finals, nobody thought we was a top team in the East. Because we was below 500 all the way up until LP got fired. So I say all that just to say this. They can get rid of Nate McMillan all they want. A coach come in here and ain't nothing gonna change, bro. We're gonna hover around 500, and that's unless we play a bunch of bad teams. Because look at our record now. That's who we beat. You take away them first couple games where we played them teams below 500, we would have been below 500.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. The difference between
I don't think we have
even
that
somebody.
talent,
Let's
to be
say
honest.
somebody basic.
You can't do that. That's
If-
hypothetical. You can't do
If
that.
we switch out, if we switch out Nate
And we
for, I'm
have
not
played
even
a
gonna
lot
go
of good
championship
teams
coach.
and beat them.
If we switch Nate out for Chris Finch, right? We're significantly better. Like
How
we're like at
much
least 4 or
better?
5 games
Listen
better.
what I'm saying, Bat. Listen what I'm
How?
saying. I'm done. I'm not on the same level as y'all. My expectations is championship, man. Like I
But
don't
I'm
care
saying,
if the coach come
Demond,
in.
we're like,
Listen,
but Demond, we're like 2 years
I'm
away
the
from that.
same way.
what I'm saying is
I'm
this.
the
I
same
don't
way.
think this my opinion. This my opinion. I think the issue for us being a championship contender is more due to lack of talent than it is the coaching. Because, like I said, fire Nate today. Bring in whoever. But guess what? This team gonna hover. We're gonna hover around the 500 mark.
But
Because that's
Demond,
who we are.
Demond, if we had a better coach, the talent would look better. Then you
But
would
guess
actually
what,
know.
Matt?
no,
But
Matt,
Matt, the coach
hold
can't
on.
change. The coach can't change the shooting.
See, and that's
No.
my point. That's my point
We're
right there.
poor
I
shooting.
mean,
I don't care what type. I don't
So
care
why we
what
keep
type
shooting the
of
ball?
offense you put out
Well,
there.
ask Trey Young that. Why he keeps shooting 25 times and shooting 30%?
Oh, hold on. Let me deal with this too. I don't care what. I've been saying this ever since I've been with you guys in this group. The coach can only draw up plays. It's up to the players to make the shots at the end of the play. If we can't shoot, we a jump shooting team that can't shoot. We can't shoot reliably. Okay. Now, my suggestion to cure that was to get 3 scoring bigs here and develop an inside game as well as a shooting game, because of the fact that we are not reliable shooters. We are not reliable shooters anywhere on the floor.
What do y'all think about this, man? What do y'all think about this, Matt, Mike, Anna? What y'all think about this? What if, say we don't make the, matter of fact, I'm gonna make it like this. Say we're a playing team, right? But don't make the playoffs. We're losing the playing game, right? So what would you think, or give me your opinion, if you heard Landry Fields come out and say, hey guys, we're gonna have to reset, minus getting rid of Trey and DeJounte. If they came out and said, hey, you know what? Obviously, they're not gonna say this in public, but let's just say they came out and just came to us and said, you know what, Matt, analyst, Mike, John, chat, we're gonna have to reset and start to rebuild over. Except we're gonna have Murray. We're starting with Murray and Trey. Would you be upset by that, or would you be like, you know what, we do need to reset?
I will be upset because I don't think that goes back to the question about the roster. Are we a championship team? No. I said, before the season, I think we're 2 years away from a championship team, meaning like we're a coach that's 1 year and then we're another player that's another year. But
more than one player.
I need to put a modern coach with this team, because I need to assess. I know we need another piece, but I need to properly assess where should that piece go? Do we need another big man? Do we need somebody on the wing behind DeAndre Hunter? Do we need to shift DeAndre Hunter to the 4 and put another person at the wing? But I need the right coach to make that assessment, because right now let's be honest, it's piss poor coaching. It's just awful coaching. So I can't really make that proper adjustment with respect to the roster. And
So you
then,
can't.
John, about the shooting, last year I gave you a good shooting team, John. We lost 2. We were a playing team. I gave you the top 2 shooting team in the NBA. I gave you the second best 3-point shooting team
We
in the
wasn't
NBA.
no top
I
shooting
gave
team
you
in
a
the NBA.
historic offense last year.
We was a top scoring team. We wasn't a top
Yeah.
shooting team.
Yeah, we were. We were the second best offense. We were the second best.
No, we
3-point
second
shooting
best
team in the NBA.
offense efficiency. We wasn't the
Yes.
best shooting team.
So
That
No,
don't
we
mean
were.
shooting.
That's
We
not
were
just
number
shooting,
2.
bro.
No, that
We were
and
number
that-
2 in offensive efficiency, and we were number 2 in 3-point shooting, second to Miami. We were like 38% last year. Miami
Now
was 35.
3-point shooting, yes, but from the field, we wasn't the second best from the field.
No,
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
But
saying.
go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
gave
What's
you a
your
top.
point? I'm just.
John, I gave you a top offense last year. That wasn't good enough. I improved the defense this year. That's still not good enough. So, like, what? No team is perfect. So, like, what do I need to do to make the team? You know, like, what else do I need to do?
Hold on, man.
Ticket.
Okay,
I got a
okay,
question. Ticket. For this team right now, do we need to package some talent and go get a legit all-star caliber player to run with Murray and Trey, or do we just need to add more pieces, like improving our depth, getting more more specialists, like 3-point shooting specialists, personnel, people who good with rebounding? Which route would you go? What route right now, looking at our team, which route would you go to make us a better team? The star route or
the answers I want to address Matt.
All right, John. After Ticket, go ahead, John.
So, and then I want to address Matt too. But to get better, the easy answer and the more attainable answer is to go get a backup big and a backup point guard that could be a floor general. Also, me and Matt and Analyst, we had a real good discussion about this earlier about the injuries. Bruh, you can play spot duty and cover up for injuries for only so long. Eventually, that shit gonna catch up with you, bruh. Next man up sound good for 1 game, 2 games, a couple games, maybe a few games in a row. Bruh, that next man up shit, that ain't realistic throughout the whole season. We done played 1 game with a full roster the whole year. So we don't even have a complete synopsis on where the team could be. You know, if Bogey ain't out, it's Capella out. If Capella out, then Hunter damn out. Is if all
How
them
many years
healthy,
have we been doing with this?
that doesn't change the principle. I'm telling you this as a coach, man. Like eventually that shit catch up with you, bro. You ain't debating me on this one, bro.
Look, you can't if you have 4
I know
years
that
of
from
evidence,
experience.
you can't
I know that from
you can't coach
experience.
around it. You can't coach around it. That's what you're telling me.
Matt,
have
you
4
can
years.
do it.
So long.
Matt,
Only
you can
so
only
long.
do it for so long until
Only
it
so
catches
long.
up. So, okay, let me put it like this, Matt. You can only do it for so long until eventually your ceiling drops. Your ceiling starts to drop. Okay, you can't have the same expectations as we had maybe when we left Dubai or wherever we played overseas, when you've only played 1 game with a full roster. Now it's easy to say people come in from other teams and they got injuries, but we only playing them in that 1 game. We don't know what they doing after they leave us. You see what I'm saying? So that's one big key. I just wanted to say that real quick, Damon. But I would say a backup big that's like a force in the paint, like a Dwight Howard would be lovely. A backup point guard that could be a floor general to help the second unit, particularly that can get AJ shots in wherever he's comfortable. At AJ, he's starting to be a little ISO heavy. I feel like if he had a floor general point guard, his offensive game will because he doesn't have to work as hard to get his own shot. Now, if we was to go to the other end, the dream scenario, I would keep Trey, DeJounte, and Clint. After that, everybody else can go. Because
Oh God,
truthfully, based on our record, every single person on this roster is overpaid based on their performance. That's why I say everybody can go. Coach can go too. I'm fine with that as long as you bring in a championship coach.
And where are you going to find him?
That's the
You're
But
gonna
Gerald,
bring in the
what
championship
team,
coach,
Gerald, what
though.
team has so many dudes that's underperforming? You know what I'm saying? Like
Say
without
what?
it being the coach's
One of
problem.
the
Like
I
what
just
other
gave
team has
I
so
just
many
gave
dudes
you I just
underperforming?
gave you a 3-minute caveat on one of the reasons we underperform because we damn injured,
I
man.
got you the injuries. I
We
got
hurt.
you. But I just saw Denver last year, and I do watch other teams. I just seen Denver last year win
You watched them
48
82
games.
games? You watched them
I didn't
82
watch them
games?
82 games. I watched them maybe 50 games, not all 82. But
You
I
watched the
saw
50
them.
straight
They
games?
were down 1, 2, 3. They were down 3 starters. I would say,
But you
80.
forget they got a 2-time MVP, so their talent level is way higher.
Well,
No,
they're
but
still
forget everything else. They
starters,
got
and
Jokic.
that they don't use that as an excuse.
Bro,
They
you
got
got the
It's an excuse when it
2-time
came to the playoffs
MVP.
because they ain't doing what they wanted to. It's an excuse when it came to the playoffs, but don't sleep on Jokic. And so you telling me you'll take Trey leading your franchise over Jokic? Is that what you telling me, Matt?
No, I'm not. No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think
I'm not
anyone
saying
said
no.
that, but
I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
What I'm saying
No,
is,
Matt, what I'm
I'm just
Gerald,
saying,
getting
you want
straight to the
me, Gerald,
point.
you want me
I
to
want to get
accept.
straight to the point.
No, but Mike and Gerald, y'all want me to accept shitty performances and just say, "Oh, we've been injured, so
I'm
deal with
telling
it." When I
why
got other
I'm telling
teams,
you why it's shitty, Matt.
I got
Because
other teams I got other teams with similar
you don't know
circumstances.
that.
the
Denver,
Bucks stayed above order when Middleton and Joe Ingles and they had guys out. They
Bro,
had guys out.
It
they got
started
like
out
I
pretty
said,
they got
good,
Denver.
but
they,
I can only go to
y'all
teams that
keep
I
naming some
watch.
But
bad teams though.
they
Y'all
missed
naming some
Denver,
bad teams though. Y'all
Miss
naming
Middleton.
bad examples.
Ooh, wait.
y'all
It's
naming bad
It's,
examples because
I'm
they're
saying
bad.
no, they did miss Middleton. You're right, John. But come on, man. The Bucks and Denver. You talking about MVPs,
even
and then you talking
Chicago,
about some.
That
Then you talking
MVP
about
ain't got
big
them past
ass
the second
players.
even
round.
okay. What about Chicago? Chicago was missing their starting point
Chicago
guard,
what?
their backup point
They
guard for
suck.
most of the season last
Chicago
year.
got a
They was
losing record
missing
right now.
Patrick Williams for
I
most
say
of the season
Chicago
last year.
suck.
Well,
Chicago
Chicago
suck.
below.
No,
Hey,
no,
yeah,
no,
Players
no, no,
don't
Chicago
no,
like
below
no,
Zach
no, no,
'Cause
no,
500,
no,
right?
no,
it's
Mike,
reported
Mike,
about
Mike.
DeMar
I'm
DeRozan.
talking about
let me
last year,
get too
Mike.
far off.
They won
Okay,
49 games last year. How many they
right
win?
quick.
49? 50?
And
They
they
won't.
And they
They,
won
they
and
won't.
they
They
six.
won't win 49
disappointed
this
in the
year.
No,
playoffs and didn't do anything. What are you
Matt.
talking
No,
about?
because they were missing. They were missing three. They were
No,
missing
Matt.
at
Matt,
least.
that's not how.
So I
That's not it, Matt.
They were a
What
first
happened?
round exit too.
That Matt,
And
they
they
were
what did they do down the stretch? What did they do down the stretch? Because they was on
Because they were
pace to
missing so
win
many
way more games than
starters.
that.
Because they
Matt.
was
They were no. You can't say that they were missing stars because when we played Miami and we didn't have Clint nor damn John Collins, you still murdered us. You still killed us. You still killed Nate. I don't want to hear that, bro.
exactly. And I
well,
killed Billy Donovan too. But what I'm saying is, my
It's
problem with
still,
Nate
but
is
he killed them.
And
but my problem with Nate is
something
we
else.
never
What I
should have
want
been in that playing. We never should have been in that playing scenario to begin with. There were
so
plenty of games
Bro,
last year that we lost
we
that we were what, top three or four in the league and blown fourth quarter leads last year. Now we're again second year in a row. Nate is the
bro,
coach. We're top two, we're top three in the league and blown fourth quarter leads.
bro,
so
bro. What the thing is, decision making on the court. That is on the players, man. If a player or two players decide to dribble out the shot clock and jack up a triple double quarter pounder step back three, that's not on the coach, bro. Now, what
According
is
to
on
Matt,
the
it
coach?
is.
What is on the coach is like tonight where he didn't call a timeout. That's something where I can visibly concrete say I can put it on the coach. Truthfully speaking, when you see bad offense, that's circumstantial evidence. That ain't concrete evidence that that's on the coach.
So you can't necessarily. Anytime something go wrong, you can't just say it's the coach.
Gerald,
So
taking
hold on,
you to
wait, Gerald.
trial,
So
man.
Gerald, are you telling? So
taking you to
Gerald,
trial.
are you telling me, Gerald? Are you telling me our point guard Murray was out there blowing off the coach like y'all say Trey be doing? He didn't get to any.
No,
set
don't say
whole
like.
third quarter.
Hey, it ain't like what we say. It's like what we saw him do.
No,
This is
what
Okay,
what
okay,
happened? What I saw, Matt. What I saw was DeJounte. We had Collins in a constant rhythm, and every time Collins got into a rhythm, DeJounte Murray and
Tricked it
Bogey
off.
broke the rhythm by going ISO the whole shot clock without passing the ball not one time. That is not on
But
the
I'm
coach.
confused. Y'all said Murray don't do
I
that
can't.
type of
Hold on,
stuff.
let me say something real quick.
Matt,
I can't
Matt,
speak.
I'm
I
not one
can't
of them.
speak on
I didn't
all
say
the.
that.
Go ahead, Mike.
You talking to me, Matt? I ain't say that.
I just want to, because I can recall distinctively down the stretch, like the last few like plays that or whatever. The rest of the junk or whatever to me is just, I don't know. Y'all already know a lot of stuff is basically decision making and the actions off of it. Murray missed a shot. One of the first things I said was that Murray got to make his shot. He got to dog make his free throws or whatever. He could have played better. Now, down the stretch, there was a few plays in a row. It was basically Murray and John Collins at the same time while KD was giving us the business. He was getting straight to a spot, knocking down his shot. It was the Murray. JC will kind of get in the pick or whatever. They'll get the switch. One time he does give it to him. JC makes the play. It's just on the one that DJ decides not to pass it down into the post and to attack into the paint and stuff. He missed the shot, and it looks extra horrible and bad. It does. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, or whatever, is that no, I'm not tripping too much or whatever. Not on that. Not as much as missing the free throw, and then either he not calling the timeout, John Collins or Nate. I'm not tripping off that too much or whatever, because I mean, they both got their things or whatever. It's ego. Some of y'all be like, oh man, that's that take your turn junk or whatever. Hell, Kyrie and KD took their turns of beating us tonight. That to me, again, I'm just gonna stress that that's just how it go. A lot of time in the NBA. I mean, that's just how it goes.
And plus the fact you had two championship winning superstars. Okay, they have been in tight situations before, in championship series, in division series, in conference series, that they have been the ones to take the shot. Okay.
What was our biggest lead in the third quarter, John?
Say what?
What was our biggest lead in the third quarter?
In the third
probably
quarter,
about 3 or 4 points.
Matt,
You know?
unless you put 30, if you got two superstars on the other
What I
side.
wanted to talk to Matt about. Okay, one thing I wanted to make sure that I pointed out to Matt when you were talking about our stats last year. Okay, who was our leading scorer last year? Okay, it was Trae Young. All right.
Yeah.
Miami solved him because they knew, Spoelstra knew, you stop Trae Young, you stop the Hawks. They stopped that man at half court sometimes. Then when they tried to get Kevin Huerter to inbound it, he turned the ball over 3 straight times. Okay, so that skewed everything as far as the point totals were concerned. Okay, because once you got a person, point guard and shooting guard and game winner and responsibility maker and shot taker all wrapped up in one person. Okay, John Collins joining, his finger was messed up. They pushed him into duty before he was ready to go. So and I'm not jumping on you, Matt. That's one thing I don't want to do. I know your friends in here love to be picking on you with that grand piano back there in the corner. That I want to come play that.
I do play the piano. I do play the piano.
Hey, John, that's not his. That's that Patti LaBelle background.
See how your friends do.
Patti LaBelle, come on. No, I do play the piano, but that is
let me say something real quick, guys. Let me say something. DeJounte Murray put on his Instagram story, man. He said, "Miss free throw."
God.
He said, "Miss free throw on me, Hawk fans. I stand on accountability. So put that motherfucker on me. We fought hard and competed at a high level." So
I don't want to hear that compete.
He recognized but what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this.
Oh no, wait. Did he mention the third quarter?
What I'm saying is this, guys. What I'm saying is this.
I take
It's
the
good to see.
accountability.
It's good to see one of your star players.
He took it.
Take that L. He took that L for the whole team. That's what.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's taking
took
the L for the whole team. He's saying, "Hey, don't put
Jamon,
nobody else but me."
Demar,
on
I need him
I
to
ain't gonna be
recognize
putting
the
up with that too
whole
much longer. You
not
taking
that
it. You better do something about it.
I don't think Matt understands like how big that was, that what Murray just did, bro.
Well, that's because I'm gonna tell you why, man. Because unlike, like you, see, like you take it,
gotta
like you
read
take
that
it,
last comment, man.
like you take it, you lead men. See what I'm saying? So like when you lead and you in charge of men,
Matt just fire.
Take it, yeah. Matt just fire motherfuckers. He just be like, "Hey, bye, you unemployed, get out my face." And he probably,
Matt get unemployment.
Yeah, Matt probably be fucking up their direct deposit. You ain't Matt be like, "You ain't finna get this last check neither."
Matt
be like, "You ain't finna get this last check neither. I'm finna fuck your route number
Social
up real
Security
quick."
gone.
Hey,
But I say that to say
twice.
this, man. I said that I read a statement because when you got them young players, see, stuff like that matters to like those younger players, like a JJ or AJ, when they see the top players taking accountability. So guess what? When your player go to that press conference, he say, "Hey, that shit on me, dog." That take away now when your other players, if they talk to other players at the press conference, I don't know, I can't remember the NBA like the NFL where they let motherfuckers in the locker room, but now your young players ain't got to worry about asking no questions like that. The reporters can't frame shit because Murray already took the L for the whole team. He said that shit on. We lost because of me. That's what he said.
Don't number 11 do that all the time?
Hey,
you can throw in the third quarter. Let me say something real quick, John, then I get to you. So when he says that, what he's telling you is the third quarter, you could throw that in. He's recognizing that shit. But he's using the free throw because that's what most people gonna remember, the missed free throw. But he's telling you the loss is on me, period. And that
what he should have wrote on there. My play outside of that Knicks game has been rather shitty. So I'm not just putting this game on my back.
Well, you know what, Matt? You know what? And you know what? I'm waiting for Trae Young to say, "Hey guys, I'm shooting fucking 30% from the field. I fucking suck."
I've seen Trae take
accountability. Man, you paid me $200 million to shoot 29% from three.
I mean, I've seen Trae take accountability before.
I'm not saying Trae.
I want to backtrack a little bit to what you asked about needing a third star.
Go ahead.
You read my comment, analyst. That one he asked, "Will you reset?" You got that from my comment, bro. But now go ahead. I just talking.
Something right quick. Let me say something right quick. Don't think for 1 minute, even though DeJounte said that, don't think for 1 minute that your real people, such as us, as well as the media, didn't watch that game and see some other things going on. It's admirable that he was able to take that L for the team, and the team, okay, you don't have to answer those questions, Jalen Johnson, as sorry as you played in certain times or whatever. However, I'm going to have my foot in your ass because of the fact if I'm going to take the L, I'm going to take the L because of what I did. Let that be a message to the rest of you. You better be prepared to take it when you don't perform the way that you're supposed to be performing.
John, that's what that does. That's what that does, because what's going to happen is in the press conference, whether it be tomorrow or if they still doing it, let's say they go to JJ. Hey, I just Instagram post by DeJounte saying he put the game on him. And then a cricket reporter will be like, "Do you agree with that?" Crap question. And then what that does, everybody already know what DeJounte done put. Man, that wasn't on DeJounte, man. This is a team game. There's plenty of stuff that I could have done. DeJounte doing that was important because that started the domino effect of everybody being able to take accountability and owning their own shit.
I agree. Now, all I said.
Go ahead, analyst. Go ahead, analyst. Analyst been trying to get in.
That's how
Go ahead,
works.
analyst. Go ahead, analyst.
So okay. I take a little bit different approach. Do I think we need a third star? I think we do. But here's my thing. I don't want to knock the importance because here's what I'm gonna touch on, right? I think we need better depth as well. When you have injuries like the way that we have had all season long, or you just need someone just to go to, we unfortunately that's very thin this year. Eastern Conference, I always bring it back because I thought that I thought the team was deep that year. You look at some options that we had. We had Gallo who we could throw it to the post. We had Bogut, we had Herter, we had Cam, we had Solo, we had Tony Snell, we had Nathan Lou. So we were deep. We could kind of throw anyone out there. Skylar May showed some problems. Brandon Goodwin.
What was the problem with that, analyst?
We ran into the champs. What are you talking about?
No, that wasn't. I mean, that was one of the problems. Well, what was the other problem?
Well, you were using Lou as the point guard. Lou was a shooting guard, man. That's one thing that I saw.
So
Lou was a shooting guard. He won
Nate for the conference finals for Chris Middleton getting hot, Matt.
Nate should have.
No. My bad. I wasn't talking about the conference final year. I was talking about the following.
Analysts was talking about the conference finals year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a big proponent of depth. I think that if you have that, when you look at that injury report, you're like, oh, it sucks not to have those guys, but I feel good about the guys coming off this bench. Okay. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and act like we have holes on this roster, and there's more than one. Okay. I'm a proponent as we need to add another shooter. I think we need to go out and find another. He doesn't have to be a primetime rotation player, but I think we need to go out and find a defender. We need to add some size at the big position, just in cases where Capella goes down. We don't have to stagger Onyeka and Collins together for that. So I think we need to address that. The backup point guard, I think is needed. If Aaron Holiday played the way he did, like this every game, then I'm fine with that. But I think I don't think that's a big like that's not at the top of my list. But also, and then to shift from that, so I talked about shooting, the defense, the big, moving to the starting lineup. I think we need to. I think someone said it, and I talk about it all the time. We have to pick a position that we are going to improve significantly at, either the starting center position or the starting power forward position. I think that if we move John, I think we need to get something back that really takes us to the next step at that power forward position. Someone who can play, and y'all know me, I'm pro trade Clint, but listen, if Clint's going to stay, we need someone that can shoot the ball from three. I'm not saying John can't do it, but we need someone who can do it efficiently because let's be honest, Clint clogs the lane down there. So John is not going to be able to do what he did tonight. I guarantee you when Capella comes back, John Collins is not going to be anywhere near that post. He's going to be on the 3-point line or he's going to be close to it. So we have to find someone there. And quite frankly, I think not only someone that can shoot, but do a little bit of ball handling. Or if we improve at center, someone that can stretch the floor. So you don't, when you're running that pick and roll action, when the center comes up to set the screen, you don't always have to roll to the basket. He can pop, or he can. It's just so many things you can do with a stretch big. Someone that's
not gonna be as effective, analyst.
Hey, analyst, let me ask you this:
why not,
analyst? Now, why can't John Collins operate while Clint Capella's down there?
I mean,
all he got to do is be on the opposite side of the floor, analyst.
Yeah, because I
haven't seen it. I haven't seen every time I see it. John Collins. Every time I've seen it when Clinton's in the game or in the paint, I've seen John Collins either turn the ball over. I've seen him make bad decisions. I see him try to put the ball on the floor. to me, it doesn't work.
The
That's
spacing
why I
is
said.
awful. And
Well,
Trey
that-
And
needs
if
to
you're,
lane
and,
or slow.
hey, if you're going to use the argument that Trey is most effective in the pick and roll, you can run that with Collins, but you can have a big that can give you something else, right? That's why I either said pick Capella or pick Collins.
It
Pick the
doesn't.
power
Whoa,
forward
wait a
position or
minute.
pick
It doesn't work as
That's
well.
where the
Doesn't work as
problem
well
is.
with
But
Collins.
Gerald, we saw it work very well. We saw it work very well.
Him, bro. Him.
Before Capella got established in there, it was Trey and Collins. I mean, that's all those posters.
But it wasn't as good as Trey Capella is right now, though. It wasn't nowhere.
But why I'm saying
Okay. This is what I'm saying about, and the reason why I asked this. Okay, most of the plays that I see happen with Capella and Trey or Capella and Collins are lobs. That's about it. Okay. Imagine this. You throw it into Collins on the left side. Capella's in the middle. He boxes his man back toward the right. Collins got room to operate. One hard dribble, spin, shot, bank shot off the backboard, or jump over the man.
Guess what? Capella's man is cheating off of cheating off of him.
And when you see, how many times have we seen John Collins try to make that interior pass and it be a turnover?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I think Mike was gonna say it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
I mean,
that's
it doesn't work. And then
if he cheats off of his man, if he cheats off his man, you either kick it out, or go up into him and draw the foul. This is real easy.
John is not great at that.
It should be an easy pass, but John not gifted. He's not that good.
Hey guys, let me tap in with we got a new guy up here, YQ1000. What's good, my guy? Tap in. What's your thoughts on the game tonight, my guy? You on mute too. You got on mute. Oh, there we go. There you go.
Oh, what's going on?
What's good,
here,
family?
Man?
Welcome, man. Welcome.
I be watching y'all a lot.
Appreciate it, man. Glad you came on the show, bro.
I've been a Hawk fan, but I ain't. Oh yeah, good chatting with y'all. I ain't really get a chance to watch the game tonight, but I just had a few takes of my own. Like I feel like Trey Young, if he can find a way to, I feel like he need to kind of play more off ball, cause he kind of dominate the offense when he play point guard. So it gives it makes the other player want to defer, and I don't feel like they best when they deferring. Like even like John Collins, like y'all was saying about John Collins. John Collins will go to another team and he'll be way more effective just because he'll get like and he'll be able to operate in certain areas that he don't on the house because the spacing there, how they run the offense. I know y'all say they like to do what's the they like to do a lot of pick and roll.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Hello?
That ain't it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, it kind of leg. But yeah, they like to do a lot of pick and roll. So yeah, so I feel like certain players, but it's hard to buff down Trey just because he's so ball dominant, and I don't feel like he look for players. I feel like his is like getting stats. Like if he really looked to get other, like how Murray was playing the first half, Murray. So I think if Trey even if Trey ain't real like Kyrie, he a point guard, but at the same time they give him his little area where he can operate and he can score and he can do his thing. I feel like we should play him more like that.
I mean, but that would take a creative coach, which we don't.
Oh, here we go.
But
it would take Trey Young hitting his shot.
Matt need a more creative
Kyrie Irving, man.
Take a time machine.
No. But analysts, a minute ago you talked about the depth of the team, and one of the reasons that last year we was having an up and down, ebbs and flow of the season, a lot of people around the league was like, "Oh, the Hawks got to make a consolidation trade. Oh, the Hawks got too much duplication. They got too many players. They have too many. They have log jams. They have too many good players that they can't get enough minutes for everybody to play." Nate talked about, "Oh, I'm going with an 8-man rotation because I can't play everybody stop and start, and I can't play everybody. I can't play 12 guys for certain minutes, so condense a lineup so less guys can get more minutes, right? Again, that goes back to coaching. So they said, okay, let's consolidate the roster. Let's put most of our resources in a small amount of people, Hunter, Murray, and Young. But now the depth is the problem, which is like, again, like I asked John 20 minutes ago, I can't build. You're not going to get a perfect team, Mike. Money. So either you can have depth and play everybody.
You're going on a whole nother tangent, and everybody ain't even answer the question that about the reset thing, and then you sitting here and ignoring, acting like the team like to spend money, bro. We don't spend no damn money. That's why we ain't got no bench or no depth. It's just simple as that, bro.
So how do we have depth last year?
How do we have depth last year? The money wasn't coming up yet. We still had time. That's what it was.
We ain't had no depth because we was hurt. Our depth was hurt.
Yeah, because Trey's extension didn't. Trey's extension didn't kick into this year.
In my opinion, DeLon Wright, Aaron Holiday, that's around the same level. Tony Snell, Justin Holiday, TLC, around the same level. That ain't too much saying that's much deeper. Now, we could have kept a Kevin Huerter to be on the bench, and we wouldn't have necessarily known. We benefited to find out later on that AJ is decent, and hopefully he didn't hit a rookie wall like Gerald saying or whatever, but like that could have been depth, but they chose not to pay. And then other people going to say, well, then you don't go into luxury if you're not going to do this, this, and that. Then, so, hell, we are what we are, which goes back to the point of saying that, like, yeah, expectations need to come down. We are not a top 4 team. And for me, I would say that hell yeah, I'll reset. We should have reset it after we went to the conference finals. That sound crazy, but we should have did it. Everybody thought that everything was peaches and cream, and we were just a rolled ankle away from winning a championship or something like that. But in my opinion, no, we were not. All right. We're closer. At that time, we needed another basically sure all-star. Enough of all this, like, well, we got to decide which one we want to do, okay? It's going to take longer if we want to draft and build the young talent. That's what Matt wants to do. I think that's what Travis wants to do. But Trae Young don't want to do that, and the owner doesn't want to do that, and fans like Damon doesn't want to do that. So we got to choose which one it's going to be, all right?
I mean, the owner cheap, though. So
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem
to win, though. But I'm just saying, guys, real quick. If we trying to win, because we ain't got too much time to say the reset, yes, and we need a third star. Why? Because I'll say Milwaukee. Milwaukee has Giannis, they has Drew Holiday, they have Brook Lopez, and they have Chris Middleton. All those guys have been all-stars at some form at some point. Let's move on to another team. Miami, I guess. Let's say Bam, Jimmy, and then, well, Kyle is old, but you can't take away that mental and that experience.
Oh, God.
Tyler Hero hasn't been an all-star. Kyle Lowry has been an all-star and a champion.
What about Boston,
Let's
Mike?
move on.
What about Boston?
Let's go to Boston, okay? I hate Al Horford, but Horford has been an all-star and has been a go-to guy and a leader on the team, okay? You still got Jaylen Brown, and then you got Jason Tatum, and then, you know, Marcus Smart is the fringe guy, whatever. He's a defensive player of the year. Let's move on to Brooklyn. Ben Simmons trash, but Ben Simmons a star. Even before that, they had like Harden. The only people that probably is like what? Philly, because it's only Embiid and Harden, but Embiid is definitely an MVP candidate. An MVP candidate year in, year out, slick like 2 all-stars. You know what I'm saying? You might as well say that. You feel me? Because you can have a DJ who is like a 1 or 2 time all-star. Like I said, an MVP, a surefire. Like, we're not that, y'all. We don't have it all roster-wise. You know what I'm saying? When you look at these other teams in East, like 4 or 5, like at best, y'all, we can be 6. And I'm just saying to rest your mind around that we might just be 6 and we might just be in a play-in again. And we probably need to just be hoping for a home court advantage come to play in.
And let me add
Philadelphia don't have 3 all-stars. Memphis don't have 3 all-stars.
I just said that, bro. I said that, Matt. I said that you probably can say Philly, but Embiid is a MVP candidate year in and year out, and that to me counts as 2 all-stars. But if you don't want to do that, I give you Philly. But they got Harden, who was once an MVP, and Embiid, who's an MVP candidate. Like, bro, that's pretty significant.
Harder, a 3-time scoring champion. He won.
And they
Memphis.
thought Tobias Harris was that third piece. That's why he made $40
You
million this year.
You going
Right,
to the
right,
West,
right.
but I give you Memphis, okay, Matt? You going to the West? I was sticking to the East. You 4 or 5 teams.
I'm just saying,
East.
there's other teams that don't have three. And Al Horford. Don't give me that whole 3-star thing with Al Horford. He's not a 3rd star.
No,
okay?
he's saying that has been a star in some way.
But I'm saying he's like 30. What is he? 37. He plays spot minutes. So I'm talking about a dude who contributes every single night, who plays every single night, who's considered that would be Marcus Smart or Derek White or Robert Williams or Grant Williams, somebody that plays consistent minutes, 25, 30 minutes a night.
Everybody you just named better than most of our bench. Most of our
Grant Williams is better than most of our bench.
What they need to do, they need to go. I don't give a fuck who you trade. Go get Siakam. He available.
Yes. God.
What are we waiting on?
He's too small. He's too small.
He is not too. He's not too small. Stop it.
Y'all
Stop it with the bullshit, man. Siakam come to this team.
John, who you going? No, bro, John, who you? John, who would you go get?
The day Siakam come to this team,
and
he the
Nate
best
is still the
player
coach. We
on
gonna get
the
the same
team.
results.
John, who you gonna go
on the
get?
team. Let me tell you something, man.
He's
See,
too
y'all
small.
want to sit here and bullshit around with this dumpster diving for talent bullshit.
I mean, we got a cheap owner. Demond. He don't want to spend.
And where
no
was
money.
Siakam last year in the playoffs?
I don't want to
no
hear
money.
that. I don't want to hear that because I was telling y'all I've been told y'all he a cheap ass owner. How many months did I tell y'all that?
Where was he?
Don't try to come to me. Wait, he a cheap owner. When I told y'all that, and y'all hold up. Y'all disagreed with me.
You directed that at Travis. You
no,
said
I
Travis
said the owner's cheap. I told you the Kevin Huerter trade was a money move. I told y'all that way back when it happened. I said it's a money move.
I mean,
bro.
Stevie Wonder could see that. I mean, listen.
No. Don't.
Well, that was
No. Because guess what? When I told y'all that, y'all didn't agree with me at the time. So
Go back
don't
and
even
look
try
at the
that.
live stream.
Don't try that, bro. Listen
Go
up,
back
man.
and look at the live
Listen.
stream.
This
We traded for
team-
2 expiring contracts in the
I
first
told
round
y'all the day he got traded, it was a money move. Why? Because they looked at Kevin Huerter's production, and you could and this is to Matt's point. You could put this on Nate. The reason Kevin Huerter production, the reason he got traded, his production did not match his contract, and you could put that on Nate by saying, you know what? He wasn't involved in the system. Guess what? If Kevin Huerter was here right now and he was giving you DeAndre Hunter numbers, he'll still be here right now. But he wasn't giving us that. Okay, listen.
That's
why he wasn't giving us that. Listen to your boy, man. Stop. Let's stop with the fuck shit. Okay, we need another star on the team. But you need another star.
Chicago.
Siakam is not that dude.
Chicago not doing that great. But that's
who's the dude, Matt? Who's the dude? Give me a 3rd star.
Mike, who you getting off Chicago?
Who's the dude?
No, analyst. I said they not doing good. They suck, but they got DeMar, they got Zach LaVine, they got Vucevic, and Drummond have been an all-star. Hell, they got a backup big man who's been an all-star, who's been dependent and counted on. Our cheap owner won't go get us Drummond when he's available, and we got Clint who misses every other game. That's stupid. Why didn't we go get Drummond?
I'll go get Michael Porter Jr. I'll go get Michael Porter Jr.
Are you serious right now, Michael? Are you serious? See, that's
why can't your scouts?
Michael Porter Jr. can't even play 50 games.
You think Clint? You think Clint?
Hold on, wait. But what does he give you in 50 games? What do you give you in 50 games, DeMond?
He don't give you as much as Clint.
Are you serious right now?
Have you looked at his numbers?
Are you telling me right now you want to go trade for a guy?
DeMond, Matt watch him on Sports Center. That's the only reason why he's saying that.
Bro, he's had no back issues since college.
My bad, DeMond. The other team is Cleveland in the East as well. That's good. They got Garland, they got Mitch, and they got Allen. All right, that's 3 stars.
Y'all don't want to compete.
That's
y'all don't
all-stars. I'm
you know
just
what
saying, realistically, we're not really positioned to be no top 4 team in the East, y'all. We really
why
not.
Are y'all scared to go after all NBA talent?
DeMond, I never said that I was scared. All I said was we have a cheap owner.
Siakam not the right dude.
Bro, you just told me Michael Porter Jr. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. If you go in the NPC, you go to New Pat City on Facebook, right? I wanted us to draft Porter Jr. out of college until he blew his back out. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about a dude who got back issues. When you fuck up that lower back, my guy, that is pretty much a wrap. Why you think he don't play 60 games a year? He can't. So you want me the more, and he on max money. So you want me to trade all this for a dude who gonna play 50 games and he on max money? Are we for real?
DeMar, what you said Michael Porter Jr. did?
But
what I say?
What you said he did?
I don't know. When I'm on the rant, I forget what I say. What
did
I say?
Don't do that, Jared.
What I say, Gerald? What I say? Correct me, because I might have said something crazy.
I'm looking at.
Oh, that
we're almost halfway through the season. We're almost halfway through the season. We're almost halfway through the season, and Murray and Young still don't know how to play together. So why would you get another dude who needs the ball and openly complains when he doesn't have the ball and see that don't make any sense?
Matt, listen to me, Matt. Listen to me. Mike just laid it out for you. All the contending teams got 3 stars.
No. I pointed out 2 flaws in Mike's argument. I pointed out 3 flaws in Mike's argument.
Okay, watch this, Matt. So you telling me right now, if we get rid of Nate McMillan and go get a coach with this roster right now, we could compete for a championship, yes or no?
No, I said we can't.
Then what we getting rid of them for?
Then why we can't?
Because we're better than a playing team. We're better than a playing team.
What do we need? I'm gonna ask you. What do we need for this roster right now to be a championship team? And I don't want to hear no shit. Hey, that's gonna get us the top 2. No, I'm talking about championship. What do we need?
Okay, for us to win a championship, we need a backup point guard. We need somebody at the wing position because I think AJ Griffin is a 2, not a 3. I think he's a 2. So you need somebody behind DeAndre Hunter that can really legitimately push him, and can fill in games for him. That's way above TLC, way above Justin Holiday, and above Bogey. That
sounds like a starter.
No, not a starter. I'm saying you need somebody. Let me try to think of a good one.
If he way above Bogey, then he a starter.
Bro, I don't understand how you say Siakam don't fit or how we don't win with Siakam, bro. Like, I don't understand. Bro, he checked every block.
He want to keep Jalen Johnson, but he don't want to get Siakam.
Man, fuck a Jalen Johnson, man. I ain't got time to wait for this motherfucker, man.
Siakam get most of his
points. I'm trying to win a championship, and he over there bullshitting around.
No, what I'm saying is Siakam get most of y'all. I'm not saying y'all do, Gerald and Damon and Mike. I'm saying y'all do, but a lot of people, I tell you, y'all be romanticizing players, like looking at numbers and trying to attach that on your team. You have to watch how a dude plays and scores and say, can that dude fit on our team the way that he plays and scores? Can he fit on this team? He gets his
Jalen
points.
Johnson fits better than Siakam on this team.
This nigga said Michael Porter, but you gonna sit here and tell us Michael Porter Jr. Are you serious, Matt? Are you for real?
Because Michael Porter Jr. is a shooter. Michael Porter Jr. is a Siakam.
I'm going to garage, man. I catch up with y'all. Do it.
Hey, we got bum of the night. We got 7 minutes.
Yeah, don't leave because
bum of the night. Michael Porter Jr. Bum of the night.
He just calling out the name.
Y'all crazy.
Because it make no sense. You don't want Siakam, but you want Porter Jr.
You have to look. That's like saying, but Damon, that's like saying go get Damian Lillard and put him on our team. It doesn't make any sense.
Nigga, you want to go get
the way that Siakam plays?
I trade straight for him.
I'll take it right now.
We get David Lillard. We not, bro.
Travis, I know he gone, but he said it best. He said a lot of fans be playing.
Wait.
And they think it's like
my mind is really blown right now. So you don't want Siakam. Listen, Matt. You don't want Siakam. You don't want Damian Lillard.
But he want Michael Porter Jr.
Porter Jr.
No. What I'm saying is I'm saying is you can't put Damian Lillard on our team right now. Where's Damian Lillard going to play on our team right now?
He gonna be the goddamn. He gonna be the leader of the team. What you talking about?
Oh my goodness. So you gonna bench Trae Young for
what he's saying?
I ain't got a bench Trae. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you something about Dame Lillard, bro. Dame Lillard,
he want to win.
bro, he a winner. He trying to win. He ain't for the fuck shit, bro. He ain't for the
trying to win. He
bullshit.
would have left Portland.
And you know what he gonna do? He gonna tell Trey, "Hey, get your shit together, dog. We trying to win over here."
What has he won?
Bro, he up there in Portland grinding by himself, bro. That you don't respect him for that?
I respect.
No, I like that. No, I like
Guess
Damian
what?
Lillard.
So-
I like
so-
Damian
so-
Lillard, but I'm just saying, like, come on
but
now.
Damian
Okay,
Lillard
and I'm
got
gonna
the
ask you
most.
this, Matt. I'm gonna ask you this. What has Trey done down here then?
At least he won some games in the conference finals. He didn't get swept.
Bro, he played the damn Warriors.
It don't matter. He Damian Lillard.
He got swept. But
Bro,
all I'm saying is,
I did.
all I'm saying is,
bro, when you said Michael
DeMar.
Porter Jr. over Siakam,
Bro, the
Brad,
video
I
over, bro, when he said Michael Porter Jr.
had to
bro.
take a step
but
back,
okay, but of course nobody's saying that
DeMar
Michael
gonna
Porter Jr. is
lose
a better
10
player
subscribers off of
than
that
Siakam. I never said Michael Porter is better than Siakam. What I'm saying is he's a better fit for the way the team is built.
bro. He can't even play. He don't even start for Denver, do we?
He fit.
Yes, he does.
No, he don't.
But I'm saying in that though, like
wait,
our
only
team,
thing
our
he fit
Hold
team,
on,
is
let me
though,
pull that
uniform on the
roster. I
bench.
don't even think he start for Denver now. Hold up, I'm finna pull this shit
He
up. I
don't.
don't even think he
Michael
start
Porter
now.
Jr. is he even healthy? I don't think he even playing or something. Is he healthy right now? I know Aaron Gordon doing a
That
lot of
boy
stuff though, man.
Matt
But
be brainstorming,
technically
boy.
though, but we
started
do a lot of ISO basketball and we do a lot of take your turn. So you might as well have Trey, DJ, and Pascal. Them three just take their turns then. I mean, Pascal
That's
can
not gonna win
go
no
ISO.
championship. I
And you
tell
ain't
you
got to
what,
worry
win a
about no back.
championship
Y'all
is if
are-
we had.
You ain't about to
Okay,
win one now either.
okay.
Mike,
You'll be close.
Gerald and Demond. Where does
You'll be
Siakam
close.
where does Siakam get most of his points from?
Say what?
Three
Where
and a
does
half
Siakam score
minutes.
most of his points?
3.5 minutes.
With
Where he
like
get his points?
17 feet and
Listen,
17 feet in.
Listen. I don't care where you get his points at for Toronto. Let me tell you what he gonna do here though. You gonna get rid of Collins. Siakam gonna slide right there. Siakam give you another ball handler. So you gonna have 3 ball handlers on the court. He can shoot from the 3. He got mid-range. He got a post-up game. You know
And
what
he play defense.
He almost like a young black Gallinari. He give you all that. He give you all that. Now tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Hold up.
That.
What Michael Porter Jr.
No
give
way
us?
he is. What Pascal is like a couple notches under Giannis, basically, man. He ain't as physically dominant. He can shoot a little better, but that is basically Giannis. That's Pascal or whatever. You feel me? And you telling me you won't take him, bro? Like I won't take him.
I want to hear Matt say. I want to hear Matt tell us what does Michael Porter Jr.
saying he
bring.
Giannis, but you know
what does
What
Michael
do you
Porter
mean?
Jr. bring
He
us?
the same. He uses his lift. He hit you with the little long strides. He uses his lift all day. He has to
Mike,
he's not physically dominant.
What does Michael Porter Jr. bring us?
Y'all just proved my point. Y'all do not watch Siakam play, okay? Because if y'all watch Siakam play and not look at the numbers, if you actually watch him play, you would know he scored majority of his points, 90-something% of his points, either at the elbow, at the top of the key,
I said
the elbow,
17
or the
feet.
free throw line, or the free throw line.
Murray
does the same. Murray does the same
Where you get
thing.
the points from, my guy?
Because that's why you want him, because of how good he is. But he's only
hey,
that
this
good
why analytics don't need to be in basketball no more, bro. They done turned this shit into organic chemistry. Like this some bullshit.
Bruh,
Well, really making a case or not to get bro. Let me tell you right now, if Siakam was on this team, he the best skilled player on the team.
That's
easy. My God. No.
I mean, that's fine, but if you
yes, am I right or wrong? He the best skilled player on the team.
If you got McMuffin over there on the side who can't blend nothing,
well, I don't care who the coach.
Hey, you got 1 minute, Demar.
Demar, you got 1 minute. Coach that can
we got 1 minute. Hey, man.
Hey,
shout out to everybody who tapped in tonight, man. You know,
Justin Holiday and AJ Griffin.
We get a little well, I don't know about everybody else.
Murray for me.
I be getting loud and shit.
Yeah, Murray.
And all
Murray
that.
for me and Nate for that. Not
shout out for everybody for
Nate.
tapping in, but I got to go. Thanks
Nate,
for tapping
Justin,
in. Salute
AJ,
to the chat. Salute
Murray.
Mike, Analyst, John, Ticket, Matt, YQ1000 up in the building. But boy Juan was in the building. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in. And but we still gonna be chopping it up after this. So just follow the link.
What up?
And you can come backstage and chop it up with us, man. But we outie. I'ma holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up. Peace.
What's your